As I have this... Hello? Yeah, hello. As I have decided that the previous presentation wasn't really great, I'm going to show you the basics of getting started with Bitsy Sound SFX again. So, we're going to go through the PDF. So, make your game. I've made a small game. It's over here. It consists of 2 rooms and 2 sprites. A cat, which is named Cat1, somewhere over here, Cat1, and of a bird, which is called Bird. So yeah, okay. Well, we download the game, save it, open the file location, cut it, and place it into the folder, well, where you want it to be, yeah? So that's step 1, yeah? Next, open your file, yeah? With text editor. I would recommend Notepad++. Scroll to the very bottom and insert 2 script tags. So an open script tag, which is like this, and closing script tag. I'll zoom in so you can see better. Yeah, we have 2 script tags, so an opening one and a closing one with the backslash or forward slash or whatever. Well, it is important, you know, just make sure it's this one. Then we go to the specified website, which is over here. I will already have it open, so we copy the whole code, yeah, starting up here to the very bottom. Press Ctrl C, which is copy. Go into the text editor and press Ctrl V, which is paste. Well, I've not placed it in the correct location, so Ctrl Z, which is back. It has to be between the script tags, yeah, over here. Okay, now it's correct. And save. Go to the folder where it's located and run it. It's working, yeah. Okay. Okay, so next. Okay. So as we can see over here, the walk and the talk hook. What this actually does is that on player moved, yeah, so whenever you move your character, this sound plays. So sounds walk. What we need to do is place an audio tag inside the body over here. You can find it somewhere on the website. I already have it over here, so I'm just going to copy it. Okay, so what's important is that this walk and this walk are connected. So whenever a player moves, this sound will be played. This connects to this audio tag with an ID of walk. ID of walk has to be the same as this over here in sounds. And the source file looks up the file, yeah, which is on your hard drive in the same folder as your HTML file. So I guess we're going to need a walk mp3, which should be somewhere, I guess. Sounds. walking here. Walk. Copy, well, you know, download or record it and place it into your folder where your game is. So, like this. As you can see, source is walk mp3 and the file is called walk mp3. It has to be exactly the same. So let's save it and run it. Okay. I hope you can hear it. The dude is making walking sounds whenever he moves. So every time you press a button and the dude moves, the sound is going to be generated. Now, just to show you, if I change it to, let's say, walk 1 and save it. The dude is not going to make a walking sound because, you know, the name doesn't, it's not the same name. So we're going to change it back to walk 1. Now every time we have a dialogue, yeah, start the dialogue, okay. Well, actually, I don't think I have any dialogues. Do I have any dialogues? I don't think I have any dialogues. No. Okay, so let's go back to Bitsy and edit some dialogue. Some dialogue to the bird and dialogue to the cat 1, yeah. As you can see over here, it's cat 1, just for future notice. And download again, save, open file location, rename it because we already have that file, so sound SFX, and place it into your folder. Again, open it with Notepad, and let's just copy this whole part from the opening script tag, the one we made, yeah, to the very bottom, which includes the HTML closing tag. So I've copied this. I'm going to go to the bottom of the HTML file and insert it over here. So the closing script tag is still here, and everything else. Yeah, so new script tag and the thing we already copied into the HTML file. I guess I can, well, it doesn't matter. Just delete and open the new one, yeah? So now we have dialogue, okay? So we'll make another audio tag, or just copy the previous one and rename the ID to talk. As you can see, it has to be the same as the one above. In start dialog, we're going to comment out the, we're going to comment out the flip page, because, you know, we don't even have any dialogue which is longer than one window, or whatever you want to call it. So save. We need a talk file, talk mp3 file, or whatever we want to call it. So let's go to games, sounds, and meow. Copy the file into the correct folder, rename the source to meow, or whatever you're calling it, yeah. And well, I think that's it. Now when we're going to talk to the cat or to the bird, it's going to generate the same sound. Let's try it out. Yeah, Yeah, so the walking sound works. You can hear the cat. And the bird is also making a cat noise, so that's not really great. Okay, so I guess that's the basics, yeah? Here's some color coding, which you can see. I think it's pretty obvious, but you know, if you have any questions, let me know. And here are the other triggers to which you can append the sounds to. You know, we've already seen on player moved. Then there's move player through exit, which generates a sound every time a player leaves the room. Start dialog, flip page, on exit dialog, and on inventory change. We have no items in this game, so we're not going to use this one. Well, we're not going to use most of them anyway, but you know, just to show you what you can use. That's that. So let's go to a bit more advanced options, yeah, or whatever you want to call it. So because we don't want the cat and the bird to generate the same sound, we're going to make a cat noise. So let's say cat sounds cat, and we're going to rename the ID as well to cat. Now we want the bird sound, yeah. So we're going to copy this whole thing again, paste it, and something's obviously wrong, so let's do that again, like this, copy, paste. Okay, so ID bird, and we're going to copy the sounds cat and add a bird. So this is not going to work, yeah. Well, at least not yet. So, and I have an audio file of birds as well somewhere. Just give me a second. It might be over here. Bird Robin. Games tutorial. And paste. So let's just rename it to bird. So as you can see, we have a meow mp3 which is over here, we have a walk mp3 which is over here, and we need to have a bird mp3. Well, yeah, okay. Now, so conditional statements. I'm not going to go into details, but it's done like this. If, and this thing, sprite ID dot name 3 equals, because 3 equals represents comparison, while 1 equal sets it's, well, it doesn't matter, just make sure it's 3 equals, yeah. And this thingy, what's it called, quotes or something, we've called the cat cat1, so it has to be like this. So if cat sprite ID name equals cat1, I'm not going to explain what anything means, but you know, if you want, if you have different sprites, yeah, with different names, like cat, cat1, it's important because, like, over here where the name is, yeah, that's the name of the sprite. So every time we call, we want to generate a sound for a specific sprite, we have to input the correct name. So whatever we put over here, yeah, has to be called inside this quote note marks. So if the sprite name is cat1, it will generate sounds cat. Else, if sprite ID dot name 3 equals bird with quotation marks. It will generate the sound, the bird sound, yeah? So far we still have 2 inputs. No, it's already here, so that's good. So let's see if it works. Go to the folder, open the HTML file. So the walking sound still works. The cat generates a cat sound. And the bird generates the bird sound. So that's how you can input different sounds for different sprites. Okay, so that's that. To change the room is a bit different. So let's input this one. So you can just copy it here. So after move player through exit, as you can see over here, this bracket or whatever they're called, well, just copy it from over here, like after starting dialogue, blah 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 blah. As you can see, we have one over here, second over here, so we have to have a closing these things as well, yeah? So just copy them and place them here. So after a player moves through a room, okay, that this code is a bit different, so I have it somewhere over here. I should have it somewhere over here. Inventory change, start dialogue. Move through exit, no, that's not that. Yeah, okay, it doesn't really matter. So as we've seen before, you can just input sounds and the correct sound file to generate a specific sound every time an action is taken. So every time a person is going to move through an exit, it's gonna generate this sound, so exit room. So we need another audio file. Just copy the previous one, paste it, change the ID to exit room. I think we were calling it exit room. Yeah, we're calling it exit room, and input the correct MP3 file in the correct folder. So it should be crackling door somewhere over here. Cracking door. Paste. Let's just call it door for simplicity. Door. And change source to door. Okay, that's that. So every time player is going to move into another room, this sound is going to be generated. And okay, so let's say we have two maps, yeah, two rooms. So let's say this one is you're walking through the beach. You want the I don't know, the sand sound, and then you go to the pub and you want I don't know, wood sound, like steps on wood, yeah, footsteps on wood. So what's important here is that I named the rooms room A and room B. Over here you can see it, yeah, room A and room B. So that's important that you remember, or at least have it written down, what your sprites are called, your rooms are called, and so on, if you want to micromanage the sounds which will be generated. So this is a bit different. Just give me a second so I can find it somewhere over here amongst millions of files. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it and then tell you what it does. So on player move, yeah, so whenever a player moves, we're going to edit this part now. on player move. If room, because you know this thing is called room, yeah. If room, current room name. Well, what's important is that you just copy this whole thing and insert the correct room name. Then we do the curly brackets or whatever they're called. Input the correct sound, well, this thing. So we're going to call it sounds walk 1 and else if room current room dot name 3 equals room B sounds walk 2. We currently don't have walk 1 and walk 2, so we're going to change walk to walk 1 and we're going to input walk 2 with a different sound file. We have to get that sound file somewhere, yeah. So let's say walking G, which stands for gravel. It's not really obvious, you know, but it doesn't matter. Tutorial input, so walk G. Yeah, okay, and just add a G. That's it. Save. Every time you want to see if the changes are working, make sure you save the current HTML file. Tutorial sound SFX, and as you can see, something went wrong as we don't have any sound at the moment. This is a problem with well, with modifying stuff. Why doesn't it work? Okay, pum pum. Okay, maybe just the sound file is incorrect. No sound works now, which is weird. Yeah, just make sure. No sound. Okay, so yeah, this happens sometimes, yeah? And then you have to find the problem. So this is not the correct one. Let's just copy everything and compare. Remove function if room current room name equals room A. It's closed. Oh yeah, I didn't. I forgot this one. Yeah. So an opening one and closing one. I forgot the opening one. So just save it again. Go to the folder, open the file, and yeah, now we have walking sound again. Yeah, okay, so that's the cat sound. We're still getting the same sound in both rooms, which is not really what we wanted. So, room A, room B, walk 1, walk 2, walk 1, walk 2, and those are different sounds, different files, so... This one is the same file, I think. So that's why it's generating the same sound. Let's find the different walking wood. This one is, I'm sure, is different. So let's go to tutorial, paste it, and just rename it to walking W, and rename it over here to walking W, walk W. Anyway, so save, go back to the folder, open the HTML file and repeat. Yeah, and as you can hear, we're getting a different sound for walking over here. And I guess that's it. That's the basics of Sound SFX. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I would ask that you have concrete questions, like and that you have the file ready to send, so we can see what's wrong and so on. So thanks for watching, and have fun, enjoy.